Okay, guys, in this question, we are going to graph f of x equals log with base 3 of x, but the number, in this case, subtract 4, is not inside the parentheses. So it is very important to realize that if the number minus 4 was inside, that would be a translation of the original graph of the log 4 to the right. But because this is outside of parentheses, that's a vertical translation down by 4 units. Okay, so that's different. So what's going to happen in terms of the domain? So domain is we just look at whatever is the argument of the log and notice how the minus 4 has nothing to do with that. That's outside of the parentheses. So here we have x just greater than 0 is the domain. In interval notation, that's just 0 to infinity. And the vertical asymptote is the same x equals 0 as before. So let's go ahead and fill all of that out here. So we've got 0 to infinity. The range is again logs are powers. That's any number. If you subtract 4, that's still going to be any number. And the vertical asymptote is still x equals 0. What is going to be a little bit more involved is figuring out, as usual, 2 points that would give you integer coordinates. All right. However, because that minus 4 is outside, that's not really going to affect our choice of suitable x. One suitable x with logs is 1. Because you should know that log with any base of 1 is 0. So if we plug it in, we're going to get log with base 3 of 1, which is 0, subtract 4. So this is going to give me 0 minus 4 and negative 4. So here I have 1 point. That's 1 and negative 4. The other point, remember, is what you want to do is pick some x value for which log will give you just an integer. And the easiest x value you can think of is going to be also 3. Now, 2 will not work because log with base 3 of 2 will not simplify. But if you make the x value equal to the base of the log, that will simplify. So if I take 3, then I have log with base 3 of 3 minus 4. But log with base 3 of 3, we talked about that. 3 to what power is 3? Well, that's 1. So that's just going to be 1 minus 4, which gives me negative 3. So now I have my second point, 3 and negative 3. So let's take a look at graphing it. First, you want to select the log. Okay, then we want to select the asymptote, which in this case, again, is the same x equals 0 because negative 4 is outside of the parentheses. And then we are going to plug our 1, negative 4 as for the first point and a 3, negative 3 as the second point. And I think we are done here.